Hey, what's up? I'm Chad,
I'm Jordan.
and we are from the band New Found Glory, and you are watching the AU Review.
So the rest of the year, what's it holding for you?
We have a lot of stuff planned. We're about to release a new video for this song called One More Round, and it's based off of like Japanese and Korean horror films.
Cool.
So it's really kind of dark and a little twisted, and shot really cool, like cinematic, and very violent and bloody. We're about to release that like in a week or so. So release that video. We're about to go on a tour in the States called the Sleep When I Die Tour, taking out 3 kind of hype younger bands, a band called Turnover, a band called Sleep, what are they called? This Wildlife, who's on this tour, who's on Soundwave, A Different Day, This Wildlife, and then a band called Turnstile, who's like a really popular hardcore band right now in the States. So we have that right when we get back, like 10 days after we get home.
That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
Just talking about the music video for a second. You guys have you've always had great music videos over the years. How much kind of input do you have into them? I mean, do you send it to a director, send the song and go, shoot us your idea? Or do you go, this is our idea, let's find a director for it? Or is it different every time?
Years ago, I would say the only video that wasn't our idea, there's 2 of them, were our least favorites. So once you do that and you let someone like take the reins, those are all our videos are always our ideas. But it's also not to be controlling. It's cool to go to a director with an idea and let them sort of take your idea and then put the sort of artistic spin on it or creative spin. So we always give sort of the overall, so like for me, One More Round, the new video is about, the lyrics of the song are about how, New Found Glory's been through a lot. And when you try to do something you love, a lot of people want to bring you down. And the song is basically saying that if you're talking about me, then I've already won. And there's nothing you can do that will stop me from, or nothing that could stop this band from playing music. Our band's been through a lot. So the video is like, hey, I want us playing in a white room and people to make an extreme version of that where people with chainsaws and baseball bats are beating the crap out of us. And I want a lot of blood. So he took that and made it stylistic, brought the sort of art thing to it. And, so that's sort of where we bring the broad idea and then let them run with it. Because, we can come up with an idea, but we also can't, we didn't go to school for like cinema. So we don't create the angles and, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm rambling.
I mean, you got a Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo. I mean, you're obviously
I got
a fan
a lot.
of film.
Oh yeah, very big fan. Yeah, but yeah, I am. I didn't go to school for it, but
Hey, School of Life.
exactly.
It's its own cinematic school in its own right. And looking ahead to the bands that you're playing with, you mentioned as well. What does it mean to give those bands a chance to kind of, play bigger stages and, get bigger audiences? As you mentioned, they're sort of the hype bands right now out of the US.
For us, I mean, we're big fans of music. Like we try to like see what's going on in our scene, and like we're always. I mean, for me, I'm always like looking for new cool bands to play for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to hear this band. This record's badass or whatever. And so like for us, it's really important to like showcase those bands. That's why I really like to bring new up and coming bands on tour with us all the time.
Yeah, I think it's cool to take risks too. Like, we're bringing Turnstile on tour, which, Turnstile, they're very heavy. They have riffs that sound like Rage Against the Machine mixed with Trapped Under Ice, but then they have like singing parts that almost sound like, Rage and 311, So they're a band that I think that could be extremely popular. I mean, they have hype, but in our sort of bigger size rooms or our sort of bigger audience, don't know that yet. So for me, it's cool to take a band that isn't safe. It's like, okay, this is a band that we really love, that we think will be somewhere. So instead of taking them when they're already at that point, it's cool to take them and sort of show people like, no, this is going to be the next thing, And I think we've always kind of been pretty good at that.
And one day you were that band as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we got our start, like Face to Face was one of the first bands. We opened the tour. They had a really. It was Face to Face headlined, and it was Newfound Glory, Saves the Day, and Alkaline Trio.
Wow.
And that was the tour, and Face to Face headline. Us and Alkaline Trio would flip flop first and second, but we pretty much played first for most of the tour. And yeah, MXPX did that for us. Less Than Jake. So.
And now you're standing right alongside him.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
And we'll quickly plug Reeds and Letting as well. Congratulations on getting on the bill for that.
Thank you.
That's going to be a fun middle of the year. Well, I hope you guys have a great Soundwave. Enjoy Sydney and Brisbane, and thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you, man. Take care.